The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials trading up 131. We get the Nasdaq up 38. S&P's up 12. Gold contract down $1.40, trading at $12.05 an ounce. Silver up 6 cents. $14.76 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 33 cents, $74.90 a barrel. We're going to get those numbers out this morning.
That's right, half hour from right now, 10:30.
$75.
75, that's the new norm.
And when we talk, none of us basically use barrels of oil, folks, but when we talk about gasoline and distilled, it's a big number. They both are up big also.
Okay, that would make sense, definitely.
Wholesale out here, you get the unleaded gas right now running out at, let's see, $2.11 wholesale, and heating oil is $2.40 wholesale. You can imagine, if you're up in the Northeast or the Midwest, man, that is big money filling up those tanks.
Yes.
Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note down 7 ticks, 118.18, 30-year bond off 23, 139.25, and good old King dollar up 60 ticks, 95.200. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, fast markets. Kevin, Tom White, his team, they got a great program. You want to understand options, option strategies, futures, all of the above. Outstanding program. Now, the way that you can open up a TD Ameritrade account, one of the first ways, just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner. Hit the banner. Bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money so you can follow Kevin and Tom as they go through these strategies. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How we doing? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, man. Good morning.
Happy Wednesday. And, bottom line is that we were talking about we're coming into the holiday season, and Apple is very happy.
It's pretty remarkable, right? Holiday season. It's October 1st. We're 3 months away from Christmas, but that's how it goes, man.
Apple's at $325, man.
Sure.
The bottom line is that, holiday season's here. Cash flow is out there.
Jobs number, ADP this morning, right?
Yeah.
230,000, quite a number.
Massive number out of the ADP. Now, remember, for everyone that's listening, that's just private payrolls, right? They don't measure any government payroll at all, but that's for private payrolls, 230,000. That is a big number, guys. They were only expecting 179 on that number, so you see how big of a beat that was.
Yeah, huge. No doubt, man. No doubt. And, it's going to be so intriguing to see who the winners are. Yesterday we had Amazon. They're saying $15 across the board.
Yes.
And so when I was looking at that, I says, oh, my God. I mean, I get a feeling it's just going to be a matter of time before Target and Walmart have to do it because they're paying $12, both of them. And it's like, it's all about, I think it was socially, politically, it was a great. It was a great move from.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that he needs 120,000 part-timers. Right now. And it's like, okay, can you imagine we're all kids, Kevin, right? Or not even just you work part-time.
Sure.
And the way I was looking at it, I says, you know what? It's the 15, but what really is the time and a half because when you have those part-time jobs, particularly for holiday seasons, a lot of time you get time and a half,
sure.
which turns into real money. You know what I mean?
Exactly right. That was a really nice headline that Amazon got yesterday by going to $15. But make no mistake, they have to be ahead of the curve here because there's going to be a really low number of people able to work in these jobs. And you saw the numbers coming out of the retail sector.
I know.
Guys, everyone's looking for seasonal help come this fourth quarter. So Amazon, because of what they do, they have to be ahead of the curve. So I don't give Jeff Bezos all the credit that everyone else was giving him because I think he had to do this, frankly.
No, I agree. I think it was smart. I mean, it was one of those that, but he got out of the gate first.
Yes.
Because the bottom line, we all know, if you don't have help, particularly and that's a labor-intensive business at those warehouses.
Yes.
guess what? You're in trouble. I mean, the last time that we saw this, folks, it's almost like 5 or 6 years ago. Remember they had everything was late. You know,
Okay.
they had a little horror show on their hands. Amazon did.
I was just going to say the other side of that is that they don't have a cost problem in terms of what they're spending. They could spend anything and not even make a profit, which is not going to happen, right? But they just continue to grow, and that's all they care about. And I think that's part of that decision too, where it's like we just need to make sure we're the ones getting all the orders come holiday season.
Right. And I guess
a lot of good numbers coming out today, guys. PMI Services Index 53.5. That's a beat. ISM Non-Manufacturing Index just came out 61.6. That's a healthy beat there. Waiting on crude oil inventories at 10:30 Eastern time, so another big day here, guys.
No, big time, man. And this oil market, man. I mean, it doesn't look to me like it wants to back off, and it's like, oh my God, we launched this. We're at 75, but it's like, well, you being in Chicago, I mean, we know the winter's coming, and that heating oil, I think, is like pretty intense. $2.40 wholesale. I don't know what that ends up being retail, but I know when we lived in Boston, man, I had these big oil tanks, and man, I had 2 300 oil tanks in South Boston.
For a gallon,
like,
sure,
yeah, and it was like, oh man, when they were getting filled, it was like, and that's when
it's a whole paycheck.
Yeah,
seriously,
and that's when oil was like under $1.
Okay.
But guess what? There's still plenty of people that have oil tanks that have to get filled up. So that's pretty intense, man.
Not as prevalent in the Midwest, though, as it is in the Northeast, that's for sure. Boston, you hear the Northeast, everyone's talking about the prices. It's not used as much in the Midwest. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's an economic reason or not.
So do you guys have gas? Is that what you do?
Yes.
I see. That's smart, man, because gas is great. No, exactly. And a lot of people converted in the Northeast to gas because it's cleaner and it is more reliable. But, wow, amazing. So, what are we going to be talking about today in Fast Market?
We're going to be going over our Lennar trade that we did last night.
Oh, good.
We're going to be talking about crude oil again, obviously, and covering that with the number. We're going to be talking about, how about this? We're going to make a paper money trade in Micron later on today. It had earnings on September 20th. Been some interesting action in that stock since then. So we're going to look at a lot of these names. Remember, we're in that period now between the end of the quarter and when earnings season really starts. So we're looking for some popular names, heavily traded in TD Ameritrade. We're going to give you some ideas.
Nice. And, Lennar's interesting. It's up 13 cents now. It was up a couple dollars pre-market. Bottom line, the CEO was positive out there. It rejected lower price out here today, so we'll see where that shakes. But, and what we do have, of course, is that inside that real estate business, it's like everyone's watching those interest rates, man. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But I like what he came out with this morning. I mean, bottom line is that he's saying Lennar's fired up, and they see a good 2019.
Okay.
And if I've learned anything, Lennar, folks, is one of the smartest ones in the crash, because what they did is that they sold all their land ASAP, they took their stop loss, and then they end up buying the land back for pennies on the dollar 3.5 years later. So it's like, they know what they're doing, man. Pretty amazing. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks so
Kevin.
much. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 158, NASDAQ up 44, S&P's up 14.5. Going to be coming back. We're going to be talking oil numbers, too.
That's right.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 149. We get the Nasdaq up 41. S&Ps are trading up 13.5. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. And they're hitting some of the chips out here this morning. You got Advanced Micro down a dollar.
That's a big one.
It is.
Even by AMD standards, which is usually at the top. But, yeah, they're down, what is that, almost, as in big number percentage-wise that they're down.
And, you know, this is the one that, bottom line, is that huge expansion, finished in ABC up that day, because I remember Al calling, $34. That was an extended ABC, too. And, you know, our man, Mr. Jason Path, he had a nice trade on here.
He sure did. I saw that. The pair trade, right?
Seriously, man. You know, they
encourage everybody to go in there, try out his newsletter right on the front page of TFNN. He did. He had a nice pair trade. We'll leave them guessing with AMD and another similar equity in the market, along with 2 other trades as well. But great start to the week for him. And his newsletter's awesome, man. So I encourage people to check it out.
Pretty amazing.
It is.
Oil, right? So we're going to be talking oil out here.
So it's Wednesday. We get EIA numbers at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. Right now, we're about 10 minutes away from those numbers coming in. We've got the crude oil market up here. We're looking at the November futures contract currently. Quite a number, right? Right at $75. We were up there at around 5 a.m. of $75.55, just to give a frame of reference. And then, of course, yesterday, quite an exciting, well, Monday, really. And we just kind of been hanging at this $75 price point. So this morning, pulling back a bit, still at $75, though. And with the EIA numbers coming in about 10 minutes, we're going to look at setting up a volatility trade. I jumped around a bit, so we look at sometimes the 11 a.m. expirations, okay? Those have a price point of $75.25 that we could use for exposure up and down. Now, that contract, you're going to have a little bit of a negative bias because you're going to be 25 cents in the money to the downside, right? But what's nice is the noons, just checking these out, so the noons have a price point of 75, and the market's cooperating in that we're literally right at $75 as we speak. Here's your bullish spread, going from 75 to 76.50. Got a $1.50 in exposure to the upside. It's costing you about $23 or $24 as we tick around. So that's all premium, right? No intrinsic value.
Right.
Just premium in terms of what you're paying for, the ability to hold that contract until noon Eastern time. And just basically the exact same trade to the downside, and that's costing us about $22. The difference being right now is that now we get 2 cents of intrinsic value to the upside. So you're looking at about $47.
Okay.
These are a little bit pricey, but we've gotten some big moves in oil.
We have.
And when we're at $75, percentage-wise, it's not as big of a move to move $1.50
No, it's
as
not.
opposed to when we're doing these trades at like $60, $65, right?
Right.
It's not bad, about $47, and that's going to represent 47 cents of price movement you would need away from 75. Now, what's nice is the dailies here line up with a very similar price. So you're going from $75. This time you got $5 of exposure.
Big number.
And, you know, if you're following the oil market, it definitely has the potential to move more than $1.50. Okay, might not be likely, probably not likely, but definitely possible.
Right.
But a lot of what you're going to be paying for in premium is the time, as in instead of noon, you got exposure until 2:30. And so the bullish trade, basically right at $75 right now. Bullish spreads costing you $31, and you're going to have a very similar $5 spread to the downside from 75 to 70. You'd be selling that spread. And these should line up pretty similar because we're basically right at 7. We're within,
63.
Yeah, 63. So you're looking at 47 or 48 for the noon, okay, with $1.50 exposure in both directions.
Right.
Or you're looking at about $63 for the 2:30
That's a nice,
with
that's-
$5.
that's
and
a long
again,
time.
it might seem like, oh my goodness, I have $5 of exposure. That's a lot of the reason you're paying the extra money. Really, it's the time that you're paying for there.
Right.
Because realistically, $1.50 is kind of the most it might move. But guess what? It doesn't mean that it won't move more. And you have that potential there, and you have the 2.5 extra hours, which is really a big one because, man, oil is just jumping everywhere all time of the day.
And, it's intriguing, just as you're doing that, you can see this story over here. Oil near 4-year high,
Let's pull it over,
even
sure.
as the Saudis output close to record. That's what they're claiming.
Yes, yeah.
So that, supply and demand, man, I mean, it's like, okay.
No. I mean, the Saudi Arabia, largest producer in OPEC, right? Pumping out 10.7 million barrels a day. Just shy of the record set in November 2016. And quite a number, but that's not phasing that oil market a bit as we sit right
and I
at $75.
guess that's going to be the shutdown in Iran. That's what.
Sure, it's a lot of things, right? I mean, yeah.
Well, that market. Bottom line is we can't buy the market, and we're telling other people you can't buy that market.
Yeah.
So
that's
less oil coming out of there.
The economy marching at all cylinders isn't hurting the price of oil either.
That's for
in terms of just everything, right?
Yeah, and
definitely.
You know what's amazing too? If you learn, like when we have these hurricanes, folks, right? The rest of the country too. The amount of gasoline that everyone needs immediately, and all the gas stations are out like this. You don't realize, like, in a day and a half, gasoline can be out like in a heartbeat.
Yes.
So I guess it has to do with us filling up, and most of the time all our tanks aren't full. And if you fill up, it's like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Crazy.
So we get those numbers at 10:30. We'll check back in.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the gold market, because we both were doing the program yesterday from different studios. And, gold got a nice bid yesterday.
It sure did.
The key here, folks, is going to be this 12-18 area. I mean, that's where those sellers are sitting.
Okay.
We got nice action yesterday, and what we have out here today, it's flat, but we get nice action. 161,000 contracts is big contract volume for 10:15 in the morning.
And can we dig into the IGPO to go further? Because there was good volume on the beginning of that run yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, check out that volume as that spike started higher, and then you can see some spikes as well this morning.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you can, put the track on that, because that's
Where are you looking?
no,
go for it, please.
On the buy right here now. That's a good track too, I think. Oh no, that's down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1204. They were selling that down this morning.
Yeah. So what's that volume? 9,800. And just to put it in context, when you had the run starting golds, I mean it's 15,000, right? And then as we're up there, another 15,000 bar.
Yeah.
13.5 and 14,000.
Right.
Pretty big run.
And if we go, it looks like silver may be the catalyst to get gold out of here, because the silver contract, has taken out the consolidation and dug into this bar from the 15th of August.
Okay.
The lower, that's 1445, and you can see, silver is always highly volatile, but I like how this worked, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the more that we can get into that bar, that was a vicious day. Silver went from 1516 to 1444. I forgot what gold did, but it was a bad day.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see where that shakes out, And if we go over to the gold contract again, look at this now. This is always highly speculative about, okay, what are you doing here? Or maybe it's the GLD. No, it's not. Is it that? I had gold doing the, maybe it's the XAU or the GDX. Might be the GDX. Yeah, it's the GDX. So the GDX, I mean, this very well could be a beautiful Head and Shoulders. You know, you get your left shoulder as you're looking at it. That was lined up in June.
Sure.
You get your head, you get your right shoulders lined up. Now, what happens in the Head and Shoulders is that when you look at the market, it always seems like they're doing them all over the place. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But guess what? If we break topside out of this, that is a beautiful...
No.
Yeah.
Man, Basil Chapman covered for Larry at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
He would say that there's similar action, right? In terms of parity on each side. And guess what? If
Symmetry.
If it's going to be symmetrical to the left side, it's got a long way to go up.
Totally. See? Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back with these oil numbers. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 163, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 14. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Monday, September 24th, TFNN is launching a new updated version of our website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, and starting Monday, you'll be able to experience the new and improved TFNN website. If you're a current subscriber, don't worry, your subscription will be automatically transferred. The new TFNN.com will allow much easier access to all your account and subscription information. Get ready for the new TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We got a big number here.
It's always nice when we got a big number. So crude oil inventories rising 7.98 million barrels. Expectation was under 3 million, as in a rise, but expectation was looking for about 2.89 million barrels. Yet gas inventories falling 459,000 barrels. And to see how that's hitting the market, as you would expect, Oil just dropped about 60 cents in the span of about 2 seconds.
Look at that gap.
So to recap things, right? Whether you were talking about the noon trade, we would need about 43 cents of movement from 75. If you were talking about the 2:30 trade, you needed about 63 cents, which we basically got already in the span of, really we're a minute into the news. You got it instantly off that number. And we're trading lower as we speak. Quite a number, man, to jump back. I mean, you're talking about an 8 million barrel build, 5 million extra barrels than they thought would be around as of today. And you're seeing the market react, and we'll see if that strong oil market can actually face some heat at the top of the market as opposed to just climbing higher continually.
And if we pull this up, wait till you see this too, which is really intriguing. If we pull this up, I'm going to put this on a continuous contract.
And so this is the delayed quote just as we go over. We are looking at the November contract, but we're 15 minutes behind, so the market hasn't quite hit, and we'll check.
And what you're going to see here is that the day that we had that monster downdraft, with
July 11th.
July 11th, oil went from 74.26 to 70.
Okay.
So it's going to be intriguing to see, how this shakes out right now. Now, I forget what happened that day, but bottom line is that that was quite a day.
I think that may have been EIA day as well.
Oh, it was an EIA day. I just forget, like, okay, was there a build? Was there a build? But the bottom line is that it's intriguing that we're right at those levels.
Definitely.
So.
Taking one more quick peek. So we're kind of just sitting at that $74.40. We'll check back in on the market, see how we react. But anytime you're making that type of volatility trade, you want to see a surprise, right? You're looking, and that's a nice number. And again, to recap, right? You could always close out your bearish spread right now. I mean, even just taking a look, this would have been our $5 bearish spread for the 230. You could buy that back and basically cover your complete trade.
Right.
If you thought maybe, you know what, man, the market's just going to shake this off and go higher.
Right.
Because you still have the bullish spread that would remain open, or you just kind of let it run. There's a lot of ways to manage that trade as you go, especially when you'd have 4 hours of exposure. We're at 10:30 right now, give or take a couple minutes, and those trades will last till 2:30 if you're talking about the dailies.
And let's go over and take a look at the XLE, because what has been happening is that XLE had still been having a hard time getting to higher price. Well, you're still up 26 cents.
Yeah, now this one not delayed, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so we're at a high of 77.51.
And this is, did I say it was in May that we had the downdraft? It was,
I believe it was July 11th was the day.
Oh, July, okay,
yes.
Okay, so that's over here.
No, it's, yep.
It just,
it's that, I figured it would be.
Right there.
The gap.
Okay,
no,
that's June.
Maybe somewhere around here, right? I believe that was the day. Yeah.
So, they're still having a tough time at those levels, which say quite a bit, basically.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that whole thing does shake out as we move forward.
Whoops. I'm going to do, before we jump around, because they usually have the full breakdown, let's just surmise it one more time. Where are we? There we go, the top live, and that's the breakdown I wanted. So we had a Bloomberg survey estimate that was 2.89. The median analyst estimate only was 1.5, so even a bigger surprise if you're looking at that number. Coming in at just shy of 8 million barrel build. Cushing crude, 1.6 million barrels. PADD 3 crude, that's probably the big number right there. 6.5 million barrel build in PADD 3. Gasoline, quite a miss to the other side though. Looking for a build of 1.2 million barrels. Gasoline coming in at a decline of 459,000 barrels. Scroll back up. Distillates, pretty close. Decline of 1.7. Looking for a decline of 1.2. And they break down a lot of numbers in this EIA report. They're talking about, of course, demand. They're talking about every type of energy you're looking at. And as we saw, the price of so everything in the red on a massive crude build. Gasoline stocks drew, but prices are still being weighed down just because of the dramatic effect. Yeah. And one more look at the market, just kind of hanging there. We'll check back in.
Yeah. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks. We started with AMD. GE is up 7 cents.
Yeah.
You get Apple. Apple's the number out here today.
Quite a move, man.
Yeah. Up 340, trading 232.
Can I just click around? I'm curious with this article. So Tim Cook throwing a little shade at Facebook, I bet. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even have to finish the headline, right? Cook says Facebook-like breach won't happen at Apple. Well, I'm hard-pressed to believe that, and I'm an Apple fan.
Yeah.
But when you talk about saying it cannot happen, and I believe him that privacy is central to liberty. I'm a fan of Apple, much more so than I am a fan of Facebook. But to say that in a world that you can't control all those variables, I'm pretty sure that Mark Zuckerberg would have liked to say that, we won't lose everybody's data, even if they're going to sell it in the way they do.
Right.
But guess what? They lost it.
Losing it is different.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So the Stitch Fix, that poor stock yesterday, that got killed. It's down another $1.55, $27.
Yeah.
You got, we got to go to Tilray.
Where are we at today? TLRY.
Seriously. This,
we're up again.
Up $14, okay? This is the cannabis stock. Yeah, let's do this. PEP. We got to go to PepsiCo because this was a crazy story yesterday. So, PepsiCo yesterday. I want to show you the stock intraday. Now, they came out with great numbers, right? And what happened is that the CEO, or CFO, let's see which one it was doing an interview.
Okay.
And
CFO.
The CFO. And what happened is that the question was, do you plan on basically, doing any business in the cannabis business, right?
Yes.
And he said no, and the stock tanked.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Totally. If you see, you're gonna see this, folks. Like this is like bizarre.
No.
It went from $111 to $108. Well, let's see. What was that?
Oh yeah.
$107.70.
Yeah. I mean, so can we go? What's their market cap? Because it's remarkable with an answer like that. So $154 billion. Company dropped almost 3%. You're talking about $4 billion. That's a $4 billion mistake that CFO just made. Yeah.
That's the wrong answer.
In theory, not even in theory, in the long term, that answer won't matter. In terms of it won't.
No.
But guess what? Mattered yesterday.
Mattered yesterday. Because their competitions. It's a reality that they're getting into it.
And it will matter if they don't get into it. That's it.
Right.
But I would imagine the CEO had some pondering to do whether that was going to be their actual plan, and maybe talking to the CFO and saying, did we go over that? Are you sure that wasn't our? Because it's like to say concretely as just the CFO. Now the CEO gets to say anything they want, right? Because they're the decision maker. Right. Actually, I hope the CFO was speaking wisely in that, and not just speaking a little bit off the cuff. And I would imagine they weren't making it up, but you can answer in a way that's not so concrete, right? You can say, you know what, there's discussions, we haven't made any decisions yet. That was probably the way that they should have went.
Right. They might have politically wanted to say that, no, we're not doing anything, because
I don't even know why that would make sense on political error,
A couple of these big companies are still saying that, listen, man, they don't want them trading stocks.
It's
they don't
federally
want them,
illegal, right, in terms of, I hear you, but that's not where the world's going.
No, the money's going to win.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt about that. The money's going to win. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We got our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestack, coming up. Dow Industrials right now up 140, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 10.5. Come right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's up 143, Nasdaq up 36, S&P's up 11.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestack, who's due each and every Wednesday. You can check out Teddy every trading day, folks, at Forex Trading Unlocked. Teddy Cakestack, what's going on, brother?
Well, I'm here in Northwestern Hospital right now, so I'm surprised you guys really wanted to do this still today.
Oh,
well, we don't have, our producers took charge and they just dialed it up, man. I hope everything's going all right.
Oh yeah, it's just elective surgery my girlfriend had to have, so everything, they actually did it, it was like only a half hour long, so just had to get here very early.
Okay, well I'm glad to hear that, man.
So I'm sure you're sitting there trading currencies anyway, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So listen, we apologize for coming into you at that there, but since we have you, you know, what do you think? I know you hit this yen beyond belief, man. That yen is at 114 right now, man.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it this morning. I mean, it's the strength of this yen is crazy right now. The way it closed yesterday, I think it has a chance to have a nice little sell-off over the next couple days.
Okay.
But the dollar it's so strong. I don't know if they can actually make that happen.
I know.
So right now, targeting 113, for a little correction. But if it gets above 114.06 for a long time, then I think it's going to go up to 115.22 easily.
Yeah, that's pretty intense, man. I mean, that's something that the Nikkei absolutely loves. The Nikkei just loves that weak yen. Where are we at with the euro? And then we're going to let you go, Teddy. I know it's how important it is to stay there with your girlfriend. But where are you at with the euro?
The euro, I think, is still going to be bearish, guys. Italy's coming into the political terms now with the whole EU thing that they're kind of trying to juggle.
Okay.
But I think the momentum is still to the downside.
Wow. Well, listen, man, you have a great one, safe one. We do appreciate you coming in on Skype, man. It's a beautiful thing. And
all right, sorry.
Okay,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
Have a great one.
Thank you, Teddy. Take care, man.
Thanks so much. You're going to love this.
He's a trooper, man.
He's a trooper.
And that's good that everything went well for his girlfriend.
So his website, folks, is forex-trading-unlocked.com. We're going to go back over to the oil market. Where do you see this, folks? Okay, this is hard to comprehend, actually. As we were just talking with Teddy, we were watching oil simultaneously.
So back to the oil market.
Oh, my God.
Quite a number, man. So, of course, the number jumps from 75 down to 74.32 on the news.
Yeah.
We are now back above where we're trading at. Oil actually climbed to a high of 75.37. You just traded $1 higher in the span of that 10, 15 minutes. what would have happened if we had a draw in oil, if we missed to the downside, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this market just continues higher, and that's just why I made that point in terms of saying, you could always take money off if you really felt that oil just, you know what, it's going to shake off that big of a build, and it's going to trade higher. If you had closed out the bearish trade, you still have the bullish trade now, and basically you would have covered your complete trade. Everything above $75 becomes profit. But man, guess what? We're only 15 minutes into the trading day after that number, and you'd have exposure for the dailies until 2:30. We might be back under $74 by the time we're there. We might be back above 77. Who knows, man? Today could be a big day.
Because what does happen, so picture this, folks, if you're a fundamentalist, right, you had plenty of oil out there, it would make sense. You saw it gap down. It's like, okay, you sell oil, man. The oil's out here. If you're a technical guy, what ends up happening, you're still selling oil. Then all of a sudden it reverses, like, oh, no, you got to close the position.
Sure.
And, so the volatility's there, man.
That is for sure.
That is a pretty intense move, man.
It is a pretty intense move.
Holy
cow. We'll check back in one more time, maybe during the hour, and who knows where it's going to be then.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Exactly.
Definitely.
877-927-6648. What a trip that was, man. That is crazy. Let's go to Apple. I got to see this Apple deal, man, because I had someone calling yesterday wondering if they should short Apple. I said, do not short Apple, man.
Yeah,
you know
I remember
what I mean?
that call. I was with you. That was in the morning.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I mean, and
I think that was a YouTube comment. We'll have to jump in. We're not monitoring that. We'll pull it up.
That was that YouTube questions are awesome, man.
Yeah.
But Apple's launching a high out here, and we got, let's see, 10 million shares right now. He last had 33. It'll do that.
I mean, quite a number. Just keeps marching, man. I think
does.
the number that put them at $1 trillion was at like 203. I think. I think it was the big day. I think it was this day that it just crushed it. Yeah,
okay.
It was like 203 or 205. Because I mean, look at that. We're looking at a daily, right? No, it's a weekly.
Yeah.
Okay, but that would have been. It just crushed it, and it hasn't looked back.
Right.
In terms of.
And if we did that, see, that's let's see, that was 224 million. Yeah, so that's an ABC up. So that's 160. That's 194. So it's $34. That gets
way
you
above that.
Yeah, way above it. So it's an extended ABC up right now.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man.
It is. Can you go to the description for them just to see what their market? I mean, they're probably approaching 1.12 billion. But no other company is even worth $1 trillion, and they're at 1.12. They're $120 billion over a trillion, which is remarkable that they have that lead. Because even Amazon, as it creeps up, whoops, Amazon. They will get their market cap up there. Only 961, so they're, just a big lead, 160, 170 billion dollars over them. But guess what? Amazon's coming into that holiday season, right?
Oh my God,
Seriously.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, no doubt. And if we go over to the, let's go back over to the XLE, because the XLE, let's see if that got any juice.
Yeah. A little downward action,
cents.
and then back where it was at.
We were up 23 before, I think.
Yeah.
So it's got a little action. We'll see whether it can get up and on out of this whole area. We go into the Dow. So the Dow just continues higher. I mean, bottom line is that
one more. Still. Yeah.
NDU. And never stops, right? Boeing and Apple. Big numbers out here. So Boeing's putting 36 positive points, Apple 21, Caterpillar 17. Taken away from it, hardly no small numbers. Walmart 2, DuPont, Dow DuPont 2, Nike 1.
Yeah, no marginal stuff.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
It totally is. I'm going to go back over to Lennar for a second, because Lennar came out with good numbers, and bottom line is that they're not buying it yet, The numbers on Lennar, so this is intriguing. So the estimate had been $1.19, bottom line. They made $1.61. Revenue, 5.63. They come in with 5.67. We'll see where this thing shakes out, because the home builders in general, folks, are right back where they should be basically taken off from. They're back into the consolidation, this very large consolidation.
Yeah.
So this is a crucial place for them, basically.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're going to make it or break it here. And as Jason and I were talking yesterday in the afternoon, those mortgage rates right now are at approximately 4.75%.
Okay.
And he was talking about that he had some data, and that every time that they're getting up at that 4.5 to 4.7, it hurts the housing market. You know what I mean? Now, a long time ago, that wouldn't have been the case, but because we're so used to the aspect of inexpensive mortgage rates, it's like, you know,
yes,
it's hard to comprehend that we pay more money than that, you know?
And we got the YouTube questions up there. We're going to come back. We'll take a look at that ERX and take a look. And we were talking about maybe Apple and entry point. I'm not sure. That's a rocket ship at this point. We'll see what happens. We'll
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 156, Nasdaq up 28, S&P's up 11. We got our man Paul Anthony from Henderson.
That's right.
That's a beautiful
He's
thing,
represented in the chat. Gotta love it.
Yeah, so don't forget, folks, you can, as you're watching on YouTube, you can ask us questions on YouTube, and I'll make sure that this is up. So he's looking at ERX, the Direction Daily 3 times bull position.
Energy bull. Let's get that word.
That's the, yeah. And so inside of this, let me just look at these. Oh, interesting. So look at the holdings. Interesting. So Energy Select. Wow.
And maybe, yeah.
Oh, here it is.
That's
on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
They
Exxon.
don't give the net, though. Maybe that's because they're part of the funds where they don't break down. I'm not sure. But that would make sense. You get Exxon.
Right. So, the question is, I wouldn't buy it personally. And the reason being is that I'm on the other side of this trade with the XLE. because I think there's a divergence between the XLE that it can't make it to higher price versus what's going on with oil.
Okay.
And it has to do, like if we look at this one right here, you're going to see, you come into the top of this range, but you can see yesterday you only had 1.6 million. The day before was a good day, you had 2.2. But you're coming into 2.6, coming into 2.9, 1.9.
Okay.
That's it's like, okay, you get a good supply line there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
but bottom line, that's what makes a market too.
So as we approach the 11 a.m., let's check back one more time in the price of oil. So sitting at 75.28. Of course, we got almost an 8 million barrel build. It's 10.56 right now. We got that number at 10.30, spikes down to 74.32. We're now a buck higher from that level. It will just not back off. We'll see where that shakes out. If you made a volatility trade, you're probably liking the action. You need some more action, though, because $75 was kind of your middle. So you'd be looking for some acceleration, and you just might get it with plenty of time left.
Totally. Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next, and we get our man Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, and myself. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.